Thank you so much for joining us for Troop Treasurer Training and for taking the time to learn about this important role in the troop. The Troop Treasurer has a very important role in the troop. They have the responsibility of keeping accurate financial records and, along with the leader, ensuring that the troop is following the financial guidelines set forth by Girl Scouts of Central Maryland. It's important that troops keep accurate records because each year they must submit a copy of their financial reports to the Council for review. Now, these financial records should be available to any parent of a troop member, a service team member, or council representative upon request. So who can be a troop treasurer? Well, any adult volunteer could be a troop treasurer, but it's very important to select someone that's good at money management and record keeping. Any adult volunteer, including the troop treasurer, who is handling money, writing or signing checks, or handling bank accounts and records must be a currently registered member of Girl Scouts who has completed an application which includes a background and credit check. Our online application is available on our website in the Become a Volunteer section. Now, some of the main roles of the troop treasurer are, first, to ensure that accurate and up-to-date records are kept for the troop. This includes receipts and copies of the troop checkbook register and bank statements. As mentioned before, these records are turned in annually, and it creates much less work when they're due if they're kept up to date throughout the year. You can use the detailed cash record form to easily keep track of income and expenses and balance of the troop account. More information on the detailed cash record will follow. Troop financial records, including receipts and financial reports, are to be kept by the treasurer leader for 3 years. To keep accurate troop records, you will need to be sure to use the correct forms, so let's review some of the common forms you will use. All the forms mentioned can be found in the Volunteer Resource section of our website or through the Volunteer Resource Center at our office. First is the Bank Account Information form. Now, this form must be completed when an account is established, changed, or closed. So, if you're a brand new troop, you will need to complete this form and have it submitted, a copy to the Service Unit Manager or Membership and Community Development Specialist. You will keep a copy, and another copy comes in to our office and is kept by our Chief Financial Officer. Again, changes might include changes on the names on the account, or again, when your troop is closed. Now, here's the detailed cash record form that was mentioned. This is a detailed accounting of all troop income and expense transactions. You can use this to fill out the dates of transactions, details of the transaction, and categorize each transaction into the appropriate income or expense column. It's very similar to the check register. By using the detailed cash record, you may find it easier to complete the end of the year report. And finally, at the end of the year, the troop is required to submit the annual finance report. Again, by tracking records on your detailed cash report, you'll probably find it easier to complete. This Excel form can be found on our website and automatically calculates for you. In addition, your end-of-the-year report should include a listing of any troop inventory valued individually at $50 or more per GSC and policies. This might be some camp items. Maybe your troop has a tent or maybe a camp lantern. Your Service Unit Manager or Membership and Community Development Specialist will give you the date these forms are due. Now, as per GSC and policies, each troop must have a bank account. We'll now review guidelines on opening and managing the troop account. The Council Policies booklet that you should have in your troop information packet or available on our website will outline everything I mentioned today about the policies you need to follow. First of all, when opening a bank account, you need to open it in the name Girl Scouts of Central Maryland, troop number, whatever. Please note that we do not include the grade level. Because that's important, your troop may bridge and you'll be a different grade level, or if the troop folds, it might be assigned to a different group. So please don't include the program grade level. You will need a federal ID number for opening your account, and it's listed there and also in your financial policies. The bank will require this. You're also going to have 3 signatures on the account, and one of these must be the service unit manager or their designee. And the signers on the account cannot be related adults, so you can't have husband, wife, mother, daughter. They must be unrelated adults. It's important when you're getting your checks, don't put any address directly on the checks because leadership could change or the address of the leader change. But you will need to give the bank your address to link to the account. Make sure it's the leaders, not GSCM, so that the troop gets the bank statements. A good idea is to check with your service unit for local banks which provide free checking accounts for nonprofit organizations. Debit cards. The troop will need to get a debit card to be used for online registration and other authorized Girl Scout deposits and payments. These cards are never to be used for personal purchases. So a good tip is to put an identifying mark on the troop card to avoid using the wrong card, especially if your personal banking is at the same bank. We recommend only having 1 card per troop, and the troop card should only be given to a person authorized to make troop purchases. Anyone handling the card should have completed the background check process, and it is important to keep receipts to show what you used the debit card for. As mentioned earlier, adults handling monies must be registered and have completed a background credit check. And again, keep receipts. If you're reimbursing someone for a troop purchase, be sure they submit a receipt before you reimburse them. In your troop materials, you should have a tax-exempt card. Now, this is not the same number as the federal bank ID card. The tax-exempt cards are used for troop purchases such as program supplies. If you don't have one in your materials, you can get one through the Volunteer Resource Center, or perhaps your service unit manager has some on hand. It's important that the treasurer should reconcile expenses monthly and review troop accounts with the troop leadership team. Now, girls can earn money in 2 distinct ways. First of all, we have the Girl Scout Cookie Program, organized by the council and open to all Girl Scouts. Our cookie program takes place in the fall. With planning, girls can earn enough funds through the cookie program to pay for activities for the troop year. However, the troop may have a special activity that requires extra funds and decide to do a money-earning activity. Daisies may not have any additional money-earning activities. They can only get funds through the Girl Scout Cookie Program. But Brownies through Ambassadors, group money earning refers to activities organized by the group, not by the council, that are planned and carried out by girls in partnership with adults and that earn money for the group. First of all, before any money-earning activities, all troops must participate in the annual cookie program to be eligible to do additional money-earning projects. As I just mentioned, daisies do not participate in any money-earning activities other than the cookie program. Parents will meet the modest needs of the troop. Troop money-earning projects may not be held during the cookie program. And approval for money earning projects is given by the service team and the membership and community development specialist and must be obtained 30 days prior to the project and any advertising of the activity. So don't start working on the activity until you have the approval. It's important troop money earning activities be suitable to the ages and abilities of the girls and consistent with the goals and the principles of the Girl Scout program. Under no circumstances does the income from the troop money earning become the property of individual girl members. Troops should not have more than 2 money earning activities during the program year. The service unit manager or membership and community development specialist may make exceptions for troops participating in special activities or trips. So let's review the guidelines for girls' participation in money earning activities. All participation is voluntary, and you need to have written permission from each girl's parent or guardian that they can participate in the money earning activity. The girls need to have an understanding and an ability to explain clearly to others why the money is needed. There is also an understanding that money earning should not exceed what the group needs to support its activities. You've got to observe local ordinances related to health and safety laws, particularly if you're having a bake sale, maybe a pancake breakfast. You need to follow the ordinance for providing food. You need to make sure to protect the personal safety of each girl and arrange for the safeguarding of money during the money earning activities. So here are some appropriate money earning projects for the troop. Badge workshops, maybe service unit events. And the events could include things maybe as a roller skating party, ice skating party, a me and my guy dance, a tea party, anything along those lines. Said bake sale, craft sale, can recycling, a gentle used book sale. So there's numerous activities that you can do. So what are some inappropriate activities? Well, sales generating profits for a specific business or company other than Girl Scouts is prohibited. This would include candy sales, pizza sales, restaurant fundraisers, gambling or games of chance, product demos, commercial parties involving direct sales, direct solicitation of money. I do want to say restaurant nights are limited to service units, not troops, and they're considered restaurant donation nights. There are going to be times that troops will be approached by an individual business or community organization that would like to sponsor or donate to the troop. It's important to note that troops or individuals cannot go out and solicit these donations of funds. But if an opportunity for donation comes up, the troop can accept donations. Troops are able to accept monetary donations of $249.99 per calendar year. Donations of $250 or more must be sent to the council office to be acknowledged the gift as a charitable deduction as required by the IRS. Then they are then sent a check back for $249.99 to the troop that the donor identifies when they make the donation. If it applies, troops will receive 25% of any gift or donation over $250. Matching gifts of any amount, whether from individuals or corporations, must be forwarded to the council office. 25% of the total gift amount will be allocated back to the designated troop if it applies. Matching gifts include donations for volunteer service hours. Some donors may prefer to donate items to the troop rather than money. Troops are able to accept these donations of goods, for example, meeting supplies, equipment, food, in any amount. But it is so important to make sure to thank the donors. Girl Scouts may choose to contribute a portion of their troop treasury to organizations or projects they consider worthwhile. For example, local or national community service organizations or environmental projects. The girls in the troop should be deciding on how much they would like to donate and where to. Again, it's the girls' choice. Troops are welcome to make these donations of funds or goods. Girl Scouts, however, cannot directly raise funds for other organizations. For example, you might collect food for an animal shelter, but you cannot solicit for monetary gifts. So when in the role of Girl Scouts, girls cannot solicit money or be involved in fundraising for any other organization. They can support other organizations through service projects. If you have any questions on giving or receiving donations as we've discussed, please contact your service team or your membership and community development specialist. So how should you use your troop funds? Well, most of all, it's important that the girls be involved in deciding the use of troop funds. It's their money. It belongs to the troop as a whole, not individual girls. Activities and events that the troop participates in should relate to the Girl Scout leadership keys of discover, connect, and take action. Some appropriate uses of funds would be for the troop to attend council and service unit sponsored events, to get supplies for activities during the troop meetings, educational programs, camping activities, cultural experiences such as museums and theater, take action in service projects, handbooks, and membership registration fees. A lot of troops actually use money left at the end of the year to help pay registration fees for the following year for the girls. Now, sometimes there will be changes to the troop, but please remember, under no circumstances does the income from the troop group money earning activities become the property of the individual girl members. If there's a change of leadership in the troop, the outgoing leader needs to submit a financial report at the time of the change. Copies of this report along with the supplies should be given to the new leader. And the bank account signers for the troop account are updated and a new bank account information form is submitted. What to do if the troop disbands? If a troop disbands is no longer in continuing, the troop account is closed within 45 days and all funds sent to the service unit manager. In the absence of an SUM, monies will be given to the membership and community development specialist. If any of the girls continue on in another troop within a year, their prorated portion is distributed to her new troop. Service units will hold the disbanding funds for 1 year. If there are girls that do not continue, the service unit uses their portions of the funds for the benefit of all girls in the service unit. Hopefully this has answered some of your questions about being a troop treasurer. We do encourage you to review the GSEM Council policies and Chapter 5 of Volunteer Essentials to learn more about money management for the troop. If you have any questions, please contact your service unit manager or membership and community development specialist. Thanks again for volunteering in this important role.